So we do have cleanse on both of the 80 carries. It's very interesting. Cleanse on Corki is a given because of all the stuns and AoEs.
Yeah, I really would have liked to see Corki take Ignite, especially with Leona.
So we have relatively quick buys on the Seven Kingdoms side. They may be looking to invade. I mean, an invade could be powerful. They do have some pretty good damage at the start. They have a slow, they have a knock-up plus a slow. But the enemy team, they're no slouches on damage either, but they do not have the CC except for Leona. If we look, Rot, has anybody taken a skill? They are invading.
Here they come.
Here they come. Sona's face checking the bush, and she almost like give the first blood. There's
Sona
a
gets
flash.
out.
Or Wukong will take the first blood, but Lee Sin will go down. Double
Wukong
kill
with
for
a
Wukong.
double kill. Fizz is gonna go down too.
Fizz will go down to Leona.
Oh, and this is a
and Cho'Gath-
catastrophic start.
Cho'Gath is dead. There is no way out for him. He flashed to pick up Lee Sin, and now he's just going to give up another kill, and that's to Rise. That's also someone you do not want to give gold to. What a catastrophic start. 4-1.
God, that was absolutely horrible. That was a big sign of overconfidence from the previous game.
So now, I mean, they've handicapped themselves 1.5k gold, and the minions have just spawned.
Yeah, like that is not what you should never have the squishies checking bushes.
So now Wukong will start up a Doran's Blade on his lane opponent.
Summoners burned all.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 2 teleports and exhaust left on Seven Kingdoms. But there are 3 flashes and a teleport still left on top of the side of GlassJarExplosion, so Cho'Gath ganking won't be nearly as effective on bottom, both still with their flashes, and Rise in mid.
Cho'Gath must be looking to gank. He didn't take Vorpal spikes at level 2. Either that or he just didn't level it up for whatever reason.
I mean, that's this lane is
Oh my
pretty much
God.
over at top. Malphite cannot lane against a level advantage, item advantage Wukong. Malphite's laning is not strong at all. So we do have the counter pick matchup in mid. Rise already with his Tear of the Goddess. So that is going to turn really ugly really fast for Fizz.
Yeah, they have a long way to work back into this game. But to be fair, this game is far from over.
It is far from over. They still have that AoE team fight, and that's going to be the big story of this game.
Yeah.
Because no matter how far ahead you are, you can't stop all the AoE. Lee Sin going in for an invade against Cho'Gath. This is an interesting call.
Oh, Cho'Gath
is very
there.
low. I'd like to see him wait and make him tank the red somewhere. Now he's dead. He has no escape. So he just gives up his bounty, and he refreshes Lee Sin's red buff.
Yeah, well, Cho'Gath had really no options
choice.
there. He had to just take red for the experience and the gold at least.
Yeah, instead of giving up the experience and gold and the bounty to Lee Sin.
Yeah. Because his summoners are still down. He had no way out.
Oh, and Fizz gets soloed by Rise. That is a counter pick lane. I mean, Fizz was at about 2/3 to half health already. He probably just got comboed and died. But at bottom,
Ooh, they're struggling.
Corki down. Leona had to flash, otherwise she would have given up another kill. And Lee Sin coming in, that was a poor attempt at a gank. You want to try not to start with Q like that, especially from max range.
Well, honestly, he probably just would have died if he came in there. He had no help at all. Leona was practically dead.
I mean, if you're just going to do that, then why even throw out the Q? Just leave.
Man, Wukong is really burning through his mana for no reason.
Yeah, Wukong is burning through his mana. He did get a double kill, so that's 700 gold. So I would have liked to have seen him pick up a flask as well if he had the money.
Oh, he's using decoy way too much. He's so far ahead. He doesn't need to decoy the counter harass that comes.
He just needs to hit.
He just needs to
Malphite.
dive on
There
top
is
of
a
Malphite
gank coming
and
up at
not
top.
stop.
Wukong is not paying attention to his ward at all.
Wukong could go no, big
No,
miss.
I mean, once again, the Cho'Gaths, they are not starting with the Scream. They're trying to start Rupture, and that is not how you're supposed to gank with Cho'Gath.
Fizz jumping on top of Rise, taking huge damage back. Not sure why he's even trying that at this point.
I mean, Rise is a close range mage, and Fizz wants to jump on Rise, so he's essentially putting himself right where Rise wants him, right in range of all his spells. So you can Q him, root him, and just walk away, and Fizz can't do anything and just keep chucking spells at him.
Yeah, I mean, when you're losing, when you're already coming to lane losing, you can't do that.
So the gold gap has widened a little bit, but not that much. So it looks like Cho'Gath is trying to set up a gank. Fizz not helping by forcing Rise to that side of the lane. If he wanted to set up Rise for the gank, he would have gone closer to the bottom side of the lane to force Rise towards the top. So the bottom lane is struggling now. Leona Corki losing to the Sona MF. They are getting harassed yet again. Lots of damage going down in bottom.
Lee Sin really needs to go bottom.
Yeah, Lee Sin needs to go bottom. There are no wards. I'm not sure the blue team knows that, but I'm not sure what... Oh, Lee Sin shielding, getting spotted out by Sona's ward. But Miss Fortune will just strut her merry way back to the tower. I am not sure what that's about. That looks like I'm just going to throw Rupture at you because I can.
Yeah, I would say that Fizz was wasting his time, but realistically, there's nothing he can do.
I mean,
he has to just let Rise do whatever he wants
Fizz
to.
has no ult. Yet again, Cho'Gath ganking mid, but he's throwing out Rupture first. And now Lee Sin is here. This is not a good place to be dueling Cho'Gath.
Why not?
And that was just miscommunication right there. There's a teleport coming in. Malphite ults. This could result, in a Rise kill. Lee Sin has to flash away.
Good plays. Wukong should not be coming down here. There's nothing he can do.
Yeah, that was a good play. Wukong should really just push up on the tower. Malphite's...
Yeah, that was a horrible play by Wukong. He could have easily taken off at least half of the top tower because Malphite is not going back up there.
Alright, so we had Cleanse being blown by Miss Fortune. She just turns around in bullet times, and Corki just probably uses Valkyrie and could not escape. Lee Sin getting caught out yet again. And there's Wukong. He will pick up Fizz. He won't pick up Malphite. Malphite just has all his HP. But that's a free bit of gold for Lee Sin and Wukong.
Wukong got lucky, then the roam got him a kill.
Yeah, he really should be taking all that CS.
Yeah, I mean, I know Rise is already coming back, but you've been in that lane for so long, you might as well just take it to make it worth your while.
And there's no point in him going top. He should just shop now. It's all the way at the tower.
Lee Sin needs to shield and spell vamp and lifesteal some of that health back. Rise should really not be throwing spells over the wall. He should have just been walking towards the blue buff the whole time.
Except maybe Snare.
Yeah, except for the snare.
Wukong did not go back.
Alright, so Cho'Gath is starting up the blue. It looks like he's giving it to Fizz. I would rather have seen Cho'Gath take it for himself because Fizz is likely to just feed it to Rise.
It's not like Fizz is especially good with blue buff.
Alright, so Malphite still no ult. The teleport is down. Wukong is still has not bought, so he has all that unspent power that he should have going into the lane against Malphite again.
Yeah, he has Brutalizer already, for sure.
So now bot lane is having an extremely rough time of it. Lee Sin should really be camping the bottom lane, who's in deep trouble.
Yeah, because bottom lane was the only lane that wasn't really ahead from that first exchange.
Lee Sin going for the red, but
he's late.
yeah, he's just too late. Once Cho'Gath hits 6, it's really hard to take things from him. He does have that 1,000 damage, basically a second smite.
Lee Sin, I'm not even sure what he's doing.
Lee Sin just needs to leave because he can't win. Fizz will probably just come around, but Rise is also coming to cover. I'm not sure what Lee Sin is doing. He really should be helping his bottom.
Really needs to get bottom.
His Leona Corki is struggling so much. Now everything is just warded out at bottom. So I mean, they're probably telling him everything's warded, but they're not doing their jungler any favors. They should be buying pinks if they need the help. So we have a gank coming up on top. And Cho'Gath thinks better of it and walks away.
Honestly, now that Wukong is not really, that much ahead of the Malphite, Rise and Wukong should switch lanes.
Yeah, they should. Oh, we have a Rise teleporting to bomb. They're coming up behind, and MF and Sona realize it way too late. Oh, and that was just no coordination.
What the?
And there's
here
Fizz,
comes Fizz down to
with the ult and the Misfortune ult. So that was a good counter gank.
that was just them not paying attention.
That was just them not paying attention, but that's also really bad because it was just a Rise Leona kill. Core, he got nothing out of it. He wasn't paying attention.
Wukong going for the kill here.
Wukong should not be going for the kill.
Just throwing away his advantage. He still hadn't bought. He had so much money.
I mean, he had so much power that he didn't buy yet, and now he just threw it away.
Yeah, he's at 1,300.
So now that top lane is it's not lost, but you just gave Malphite free gold. So Malphite's got 3.5k to Wukong's 3.8. So now it's only a 300 gold advantage, which really isn't anything against Malphite.
Yeah, and the overall gold advantage is really shrinking as well.
What was 1.6k has gone down to less than 1,000. It's 900.
Yeah, I mean, the Seven Kingdoms making good use of those teleports to bring themselves back into the game. Whereas GlassJarExplosion is really squandering their lead right now. They're not making anything happen. In fact, they're doing the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, Lee Sin, he had the gold advantage against the Cho'Gath jungle. He knows his bottom lane is struggling, and he's not making use of that gold to go to bottom lane. And we have a gank coming mid, but the minion waves are near each other, and we have Wukong wandering down.
Well, Cho'Gath is in trouble if Wukong walks into that bush, but luckily he doesn't.
He was not spot out yet again. A rupture to start the gank. That is not how you gank with Cho'Gath. And now this.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. There's a teleport by Malphite, so that's going to be a dragon. That's most definitely going to be a 5-man gank at bottom and then a dragon. Oh no, they're just taking the dragon. I would like to see them pull the dragon out of the pit. And yeah, there we go. Pull it out of the pit so Lee Sin can't just Q to it. He would have to shield smite, or they'd have to come around and have a full-blown engage. Oh, nice solar flare catching a lot of people, but the Wukong
team wasn't in position.
Wukong was not in position, did not ult in time, and that's going to be a...
That did not work out nearly as well as it should have.
Yeah, that should have been at least a 3 or 4 for 0. But now it's a 3 for 1.
Oh, goodbye.
3 for 2. 4 for 2.
Goodbye, Fizz.
No. So, I mean, they got the 4 for 2 exchange, but that really should have been a 3 for 0 or 4 for 0.
Yep.
So, a slight bit of misplaying right there. But the teleport's being burned, so that's big. Now there's not as much control on Dragon for the purple team. I'd be looking...
Blue.
Yeah, and there goes the blue. I'd be looking for blue team to go back and buy and make another attempt on the Dragon. Because Rise is pushed up, he's going to buy. So everybody will probably get back to the lanes at about the same time. So Lee Sin just needs to put the pressure on bottom so they can take the Dragon.
Lee Sin needs to put pressure on somewhere. He's
Yeah, I
been
mean, all he's been doing
non-existent for a while.
all he's been doing is hounding Cho'Gath, but Cho'Gath isn't a jungler you can really hound because he has lots of CC, he has high sustain. And Ryze is now top, getting all that pressure off the tower, taking all that free farm.
Ryze should stay up there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, Ryze should stay up there. He should fight Malphite.
Because I'm assuming Malphite does not have MR built.
No, Malphite has Ninja Tabi, and he also has Glacial Shroud, which is not going to do anything against Ryze.
Yeah, Ryze would tear him apart if he stayed up there.
All right, so it looks like they think a lane swap is happening, so Fizz is going to top. I'm not sure if they think it's a lane swap or if he's just coming to gank. His ult is up.
Yeah, from where he's walking, he's coming up there to gank.
He's coming up through the lane to gank. Malphite's ult will be up in about 20 seconds.
That's going to be a tough gank, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough gank. He did charge in. I think he's just waiting on the decoy, or he's waiting for Malphite's ult to come up, and he's taking damage to bait the Wukong in, make him overconfident.
Is Wukong spin up?
Wukong's, his Cyclone is up.
His ult is up, yeah.
And Fizz shows himself because Wukong was obviously not taking the bait, and because 2 people showed up. They don't know that. Oh, they do know that. They know somebody's there because of the ward in the river. And now they know there are 3 people top. I would, yeah, this is a point in time where I'd just like to see Lee Sin and Ryze just run straight down. And there was a fight at bottom, and Leona going down must have gotten, crescendoed into bullet time.
Yeah, more struggles for the blue team bottom lane, and they're not receiving any help.
I mean, once they were spotted out by the wards, they should have just ran to bottom. Ryze and Lee Sin should have just made their way towards Dragon because they knew Fizz was still at top. So now the teleport is up for Fizz, so it won't matter if Fizz is top. He can just teleport to the Dragon now.
I mean, I'm right now. Lee Sin, I'm pretty disappointed in the amount of pressure he's exerting, because there's a laner with no flash, but he's not ganking them at all.
Yeah, I mean, all he's doing is
He's
hounding
basically
the enemy jungler. He's doing nothing.
Well, basically, he's just farming. That's
Yeah.
it. He's farming and trying to take farm from Cho'Gath. He's not doing anything.
That's what the Nocturne did last game, right?
But it's a different jungler this time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's more or less what he did.
Yeah.
But the difference last game was Nocturne was behind. He wasn't ahead.
I mean, when you're ahead with Lee Sin, you need to use that gold to gank and put your laners ahead, because you fall off towards the mid to late game.
Yeah, and at this point, Wukong basically does nothing to Malphite. So really, they need to switch up the lanes.
I mean, Ryze needs to go top. Wukong needs to come mid.
Either that or Wukong just needs to do what he's doing, push the lane and go do something else.
I mean, if they're not going to switch lanes, yeah, Wukong needs to keep pushing and going elsewhere, and Lee Sin really just needs to gank mid. There is no flash. He does have troll pull, but that's on a relatively long cooldown.
Yeah, Lee Sin needs to gank something.
So, I mean, he's standing mid, but nothing's going to happen. And he's just going towards top, it seems, probably going into the enemy jungle for no reason. He's spotted out by a ward in the river, so that means Cho'Gath has free reign over Dragon. No, it looks like he's going to counter gank, but he's also spotted out by a ward. So Fizz will probably just go down to Ryze right here. That was poor by Ryze.
He should have kept going.
He should have just kept going because he knew Lee Sin was there.
Yeah, he knew Lee Sin is there. He can see his Wukong is coming.
Yeah, I mean, he blew flash right there for no reason. So there's a Malphite ult with the teleport.
That was horrible by Wukong. Wukong should have already been spinning on top of that teleport.
So Wukong will probably go down if he keeps chasing. So a very uncoordinated dive right there. They did get the kills, but they took way too much damage for it.
Yeah, they took so much damage. The Dragon isn't really an option.
Yeah, they can't take the Dragon. They can't even go to bottom and help now because they're so low. They'll just feed more kills to Misfortune.
Oh wow, Misfortune had 5 kills already.
Yeah, I mean, Misfortune is 5-2-1. She has her cleaver. She has a Zeal. Because they're going for AoE, I would rather have seen her build just more damage, like a Bloodthirster.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that's her focus. their focus with their team comp is AoE. So they know there's nothing there. Yep, Malphite starting up the dragon. And that's going to be a free dragon. Nobody's in position for the blue team. So Wukong is just going to have to push and take down the tower, but somebody's teleporting top, and it's Fizz. So Wukong is probably going to realize I can just fight this guy. He does have Trinity and Brutalizer, whereas Fizz only has Sork Shoes and Sheen with double Dorans. Oh my god, that Q just took off so much of his health.
Yeah, like if Fizz stays up there, Wukong needs to all in him.
Wukong's ult is just about to come up, so he would all in if Fizz stayed.
Oh, and Malphite is up against Ryze now.
Right now, I'd like to see Ryze, instead of, you know, trying to farm, he should just go up and start beating up Malphite.
Yeah, he's so far back. Oh, but the bottom lane is right there.
The bot lane is there. Yeah, they must have passed that ward near Dragon. And oh no, that ward was just recently put down, so that's interesting. They didn't pass the ward, otherwise they would have cleared it on the way up there. So maybe that's just Ryze knowing something might have been up.
Lee Sin going up to take the red since he saw all those people in bottom.
I mean, he's going up to counter jungle. That's all well and good, but he is still not putting any sort of map presence out there. No pressure.
Oh, Cho'Gath is up against Wukong now.
Cho'Gath getting beaten up for no reason.
Malphite walking right past Lee Sin. Not really sure why.
And he just walks right past Lee Sin, just lets Lee Sin walk out for free with the red buff. So Malphite will take some much needed farm. He will take the golems. He is nearly 50 CS behind Wukong, and Wukong is also 5 kills up on him.
Oh, he gets hit by the Rupture.
The Rupture and the Silence. There's still the Malphite ult. There's still the Cho'Gath ult, and that is going to be a dead Wukong.
Does he have flash?
Oh no,
yes,
he has
does.
flash,
He's
so
out.
he is out.
Good thing I have my spin.
Wukong is turning around. I'm not sure why.
And he needs to be careful. The Cho'Gath ult will kill him. There's still a flash by Malphite. So after that little fight, there's still nothing doing right now. Misfortune wandering around looking for something to do. They did push down the tower. They should probably group up mid and push down the mid tower right now. Help out Fizz.
Ow.
And that hurts. Ryze could very well die right. Yeah, and there he goes. And Lee Sin will also die. He will not even pick up Fizz. That was just bad. That was just a bad move.
MF so big because no one is trying to keep her in check.
I mean, that just seemed like overconfidence by Ryze. He was like, oh yeah, I can take this because Lee Sin is here, but he needs to realize Misfortune is fed.
Yeah, Misfortune is stronger than he is.
And she has almost 3k gold.
So if you bring up how much gold they all have, they have banked right now. Misfortune is holding on to a lot of power for no reason. She should just go back and buy after this wave. Honestly, she should have bought earlier. But, you know, now's as good a time as any. There is 1,500, 1,600 on Cho'Gath. And he is back in base. He's waiting for something. Alright, he spent his gold. What did he buy? He got a Spirit of the Lizard Elder. I don't...
Agent Golem?
Oh, it's not Lizard Elder, the Ancient Golem. I don't like that buy.
Should have Frozen Heart or something.
No, I think he needed something else. I don't think Spirit of the Ancient Golem was the way to go.
Yeah, Tenacity's not going to be that big against this team.
He probably needed to get the makings of Randuin's going. Alright, so purple team is a little split up. Blue team going for an invade on the blue that is not there. So it's basically a whole lot of nothing going on right now.
Misfortune is bottom. Blue team can just run straight up mid.
Yep, Misfortune has shown bottom. Only Cho'Gath at the tower.
Misfortune is all their team's power, and she does not have teleport.
Whereas Wukong is pretty much all his team's power, but he is there. And they're just going to back off.
What the hell is he building with that?
Yeah, I have no idea what Wukong is building. He does have double longsword. Maybe one's going to be a Vamp Scepter, but that's not what he needs right now. He needs to, yeah, he needs to get his cleaver and he needs to get his defensive items. And Rise, while not as strong as MF, is so very strong right now. He has a second catalyst that's most likely going to be a Banshee's Veil. And then he's going to finish his Frozen Heart and he will be one tough customer. It'll be hard to bring him down. But with all the AoE, it just might not matter.
Yeah, he might not get to do anything before he goes down, because he'll be taking a lot of damage if he gets caught in the AoE.
So as we can see by the item builds, Corki extremely behind. He's only got a Bloodthirster, whereas MF has Zeal, Bloodthirster, Cleaver. And he has the makings of a Phage right now. Trinity Force is not the way to go, I think. I'd just like to see damage out of him.
And purple team picking up another uncontested dragon.
Yep, so that's 2-0 in dragons. Blue team is not grouping up trying to make things happen, even though they see Malphite is top. His teleport is up. But they probably do have enough damage to just kill a squishy before Malphite is even a factor in a fight.
This game is starting to turn around on GlassJarExplosion.
Yep, so the gold is even pretty much. And this game has turned around from that catastrophic 4-1 start. This is GlassJarExplosion just not pressing their advantage. So now the game is even, and if it's even, that's really bad. Because that means the AoE team comp is just going to run over them in a team fight.
It just seems like Lee Sin was not the right style of jungler for their team.
Yeah, if they're just going to do this, they needed to pick another control jungler as well.
Or a carry jungler or something. Someone where it's more acceptable for him to spend almost all of his time farming and counter jungling.
Whoa, slow mode. So we have all these pings going down by the purple team. Not sure what that is. Probably telling everybody to ward those spots. So Fizz still very much behind. He has a Lich Bane, but he's got no death cap yet. So his Lich Bane is not really effective.
Well, he has the needlessly large, so he does have some damage to back it up.
Now Misfortune with the static Shiv. So now she is building the true AD carry style, but it's still the AoE comp. I would have liked to have seen a Last Whisper or something, and for some reason Wukong has double Brutalizer. He's gonna turn one into a Black Cleaver, but he honestly should have just got a Black Cleaver.
He almost in Cleaver, most likely.
Now, that's a really odd build.
Well, I mean, that's a really ugly build because
You don't get the double.
you don't get the double armor pen.
You don't get the CDR either.
Yeah, they're both unique passives, so that's essentially a wasted combined cost on the gold.
Well, you get like 5 AD.
Wasted. So we doing the pushings in mid. Lots of poke coming out, but poking Cho'Gath is not the most ideal thing you should be doing. Yeah, like you see, if Lee Sin wanted to make a play there when he hit Misfortune with Q, his best bet would have been to Q flash and kick her into the team and try to kill her.
That's not a good plan at this point.
I mean, they need to do something right now, though. They're just shoving that farm in their faces, and they're losing. They're not losing in gold. So I don't know what GlassJarExplosion's plan is.
It doesn't really seem like they have a plan at the moment. It's like they're just trying to figure out what they should do.
And it looks like it's going to be a 4-man jump onto Wukong. And if it is a 4-man jump, I don't like what they're doing. They're all coming from one direction, but Wukong is just going to run straight into them. And he's used his decoy already, so he will die. That was a very weird move by Purple Team.
Yeah, Fizz almost died.
Just leaving Wukong and almost hanging Fizz out to dry, basically. They should really just take Baron now. There's no Wukong AoE ult to disrupt them during Baron, so they could have just taken it.
And they still have Malphite ult too.
Yeah, I mean, they still have all their ults, except for Fizz ult, which, in the grand scheme of things for this team comp, doesn't really matter. They still just push that mid turret. Fizz teleporting in. There's the AoE. So 2 deaths. And that was quite unfortunate. He flashed out of the feast. And Cho'Gath will... Okay, he does not go down to the tower. Saved by Sona heal.
Home guard teleport.
Yep, home guard teleport. That was unfortunate that he flashed out of feast range, so he did not get the feast off.
Yep.
That killed him.
Yes, that would have killed him. If not, somebody else was going to flash and get the kill, be it Sona or Malphite.
If he had got the kill, you think they could have?
It's hard to say. Cho'Gath would have been near dead. Fizz is near dead.
Honestly, they probably could have took the inhib tower regardless.
Yeah, but they would not get the inhibitor itself.
Yeah. But I mean, they decided not to take either one.
So the ward coverage right now is not the most spectacular, but it's not too bad. The blue team has a lot of defensive wards in their top jungle. And they have a ward on Baron. The purple team is probably going to look to pink Baron and put more aggressive wards in the top jungle of the blue team.
And Misfortune down in bottom, but Rise is also down there.
Blue team just needs to settle down and just regroup.
That's probably the blue team's plan, to let Rise push up bottom because he does have teleport.
Because they could still do this.
Well, at this point, what they really need to do is they need to spread out. They need to spread out, force 7 kingdoms to spread out as well, and then try to like secretly group up and mob someone. They gotta start trying to catch people.
So Dragon is up again. It is pinked by 7 kingdoms. So they'll probably push out this mid lane and go to take it. Sona and Misfortune are already there, so...
Okay, there we go. Wukong has some better items now. He sold a Brutalizer, picked up his Cleaver, and a Giant's Belt.
I mean, unfortunately, he did waste the gold on the Brutalizer, but... At least he kind of rectified his mistake. He did get the Cleaver, he has Giant's Belt, but he still has no defensive items, no armor, no magic resist.
That's probably a Randuin's. Probably.
It could be a Randuin's. Knowing Wukong, he might go for Sunfire Cape.
Could be a Rylai's.
I want to take the mic from you now.
Dude, spin to win.
You want me to hump the corpses again?
Alright, so we do have a Frozen Fist out of Cho'Gath. I do not approve of that. I mean, I don't know what he's going to do with it. That is not a good item on Cho'Gath. For what that costs, he could have just got a Frozen Heart. So they know Rise is bottom, so they're just going to start up the Baron. Rise does have teleport, but there are no wards to teleport to. And that is going to be a free Baron.
The team is completely out of position regardless.
Yeah, blue team is just out of position, so that's going to be a free Baron. Because...
Rise teleporting in.
Rise teleporting
looks like
in
they're
for
going to fight them afterwards.
They're going to fight and probably eat all that AoE. They were all lined up in a group, but...
Corki doing a good job of dodging the AoE, but not putting out any damage.
That was a good job by Wukong to jump on the enemy carries. And now this could turn out really
This
ugly.
fight is turning because a lot of the AoE was wasted on nothing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the AoE did not hit Corki, did not hit Lee Sin, did not hit Rise.
Nice play.
And so now this could very well be an ace. Fizz will probably get away.
They should really stop chasing and just get some sort of objective.
They should just stop chasing, push out the mid lane, take that inner mid tower, take even the top inner tower that has a wave on it already.
Yeah, they need to take objectives off of this. Rise can't push though. He's Rise. He needs help.
So that was a really good fight.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they need to do. They need to have people avoid the AoE. They need to split up. They need Wukong to dive in on Misfortune and ult as soon as Misfortune ults.
Big objectives here.
Alright, so this tower is going to go down. Well, it's not going to go down yet. But Fizz will pick up the kill on Corki.
Home guard teleport.
Yeah, home guard teleport. So the tower will not go down. Just too much AoE from Fizz and Cho'Gath.
That's bad.
Yeah, with Corki's build, he has no chance of trying to fight Fizz.
I mean, he went Bloodthirster first. That was good.
Oh, he's going IE now. What the?
And Rise is dead, getting caught out. Once he pushed that top tower, I don't see why he didn't just back. I mean, he must have got caught backing or something.
No, he's got caught attacking the tower.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Malphite blew his teleport and ult to get him.
Okay, so...
Lights flickered. So this is looking really bad. 2 people down. This is most definitely going to be an inhibitor turret gone.
Wait, I want to see if I'm still streaming. Okay.
Yeah, that's most definitely an inhibitor turret gone.
Sorry, we had a small power surge. Just wanted to make sure we were still streaming.
Oh no, they're just going to group up and take the bottom inner tower. So at least they are taking a tower off the 2 kills they got.
Ultimates are down for Malphite.
Yeah,
Fizz's one is back up already.
Ultimate is down for Malphite. They could get caught out here, but it's not likely. And they'll just walk away. So nearly all of the Oh, Malphite's ult is almost up. It's up now. So all the ults are up for both teams. Cho'Gath will walk his merry way out of the enemy jungle. And they will probably be looking to fight once Fizz rejoins them with the blue. Fizz being the only person still sporting the Baron buff. Oh, Fizz said he wants to back, so they will not fight.
Yeah, Fizz recalling his teleport is not up.
I need to just bum rush this.
So they're just going to take the tower because there's 1 hit from death. They also really need to push out bottom and take out that outer and inner.
Yeah, that's free gold.
I mean, somebody needs to go top to clear that wave. It's going to push hard. Because if they let that wave just get to their tower, that's going to be a dead tower. But it's a 5-man push up mid by 7 Kingdoms. And somebody could get caught out here. I believe they know Lee Sin is there. He will go down to Fizz. And that is really big. Now it's a 5v4. AoE comp is just going to push out this bottom lane, let top push, and they're going to look to maybe even dive under that bottom tower. There they are, pushing out all the lanes. Fizz is looking to just split.
Oh no.
Fizz will probably just keep split pushing bottom because his ult is down, so he can't really help his team.
Yeah.
Cho'Gath getting chunked for free. I mean, if he had Frozen Heart, he would have taken less damage. Now Malphite and a couple of his compatriots going to top. Going to push down that tower with the wave. Rise has Muramana and Banshee's Veil. And a Blasting Wand. No Frozen Heart. I would like to see that Frozen Heart completed. He could use that extra CDR.
They could have told him right there.
So they, like I said, they let that wave push all the way to their top tower, so that was a free tower. There's no way they could stop that. So I mean, Rise has cleared out the wave, but they've already lost the tower. Dragon's up again. I don't think blue team is really going to care. They need to push out all their lanes, and purple team will probably make it to dragon before they can even start doing it. So not much control being, or jungle sense being exhibited by Lee Sin right now. They need to just get gold from any source they can. And the biggest source of gold right now are those bottom towers and the dragon.
It's an interesting build on MF. It looks like she's going double survivability item.
That's interesting. I don't think that's what she needs, because
Yeah, I think that's
Quicksilver Sash is a wasted buy. I mean, what are you gonna stop? The Leona ult?
I mean that's
Snare, and that's about it.
that's
But-
just not a good buy. Their team is relying on her to output the damage to end the fights during the.
She already has cleanse too.
But I mean during the AOE. So
Yeah, I mean-
she needs more damage.
She needs the Last Whisper. She needs the Bloodthirster. She already has the GA, so she just needs 2 damage items. I mean, she didn't even really need the Static Shiv.
Well, the static shift is fine because someone needs to be able to clean up team fights as well.
But the Quicksilver Sash is a wasted, however much gold it is now. I forgot what it was nerfed to. Is it 16, 1700?
Oh, Fizz just used his teleport recently.
So that's a wasted bit of gold, and Misfortune hopefully does not come back to bite her in the ass.
Well, the purple team is now ahead by quite a bit of gold. So
I mean, right there, that's they pushed out mid. They could have taken Dragon easily, but they have no wards like anywhere. Now Baron's up, so Dragon's not even an option.
Yeah.
Purple team with all the pinks on it, they know Baron's up and they're just gonna take it uncontested. Look, blue team is just walking to bottom. They don't even know that Baron is being taken.
What are they doing?
So with this Baron, this will most likely be a game-ending push.
yeah, they're likely to catch someone around this area, and then that'll be the game.
Yep, they know they're
Because here
coming.
they
Rise is
come.
coming. The short range people are going to check bushes, and that's going to be death right here. I don't like what they did right there, but it doesn't matter. The AoE has killed Rise. They're going to kill Wukong and Leona and Lee Sin, and Corki will be the only one left. And down he goes. Yeah, he got silenced trying to flash over the wall, and that will be GG.
Yep. I mean, really unfortunate there. That basically at the beginning of the game they were handed a huge advantage, but the superior team won out here. They just knew how to recover, and they never gave up, and they just slowly but surely came back.
Yep.
And their team designed to punish poorly coordinated teams work like a charm.